Hi, I'm Gaz. In today's video I'm going to tell you all about what I hate about London, so stay tuned to the latest episode of the G-Log.
Meet radio and television personality Gaz Reynolds, the founder of World Domination Records and Great Drive Driving School. Like, comment and subscribe to be part of the journey. This is Gaz Reynolds, the G-Log.
Welcome to another exciting episode of the G-Log. God, these intros. Someone said to me the other week, am I going mad? And I said, no, I've always been mad. So there you go. Right, before I jump into the main part of today's video, which is all about what I hate about London, I would like to say that this video is in affiliation with a company that I work with called PROMOLTA. Now, PROMOLTA specialise in, well, basically promoting your video content. So if you're a YouTuber or a video creator, you might be interested in this company, and I have an affiliation link down below in the description section, and you will get 1,000 free views. Now, these views are not bots, they are genuine views. So how PROMOLTA works is they basically advertise on all social media platforms. So they're going to put your video out in front of real people. I can honestly tell you that I've had great success with establishing my channel, because when you're first starting up a YouTube channel, it can be very, very difficult. So you do need some kind of advertising behind you. I highly recommend it. The other thing that I'd like to mention is that I now have a Patreon page, and if you like what I'm doing and you feel that you want to support me, then please click on the link below. I'd really appreciate your support. Right, let's hop into the video. Right, so what I'd like to say is I'm a British guy and I do live in London. Now, overall, London, very safe city, love it, there's a lot of positive vibes. However, there is a negative side, like there is to all cities, and unfortunately London is getting a lot of bad publicity at the moment, mainly because of knife crime. Now, knife crime is a big problem right across the world. It seems to be spreading across from, you know, USA really, and with the influence of YouTube and, you know, being able to get on social media, I think a lot of young people are sort of thinking that it's actually cool and okay to go around stabbing people. And that worries me, because I actually know quite a lot of people that have been stabbed, and I also know people that have actually told me about stories of people they know that have been killed. So this is a negative side of London. Now, having been threatened with knives in the past myself, and having also been threatened by gangs which were in my area, this does bring great concern to me. Now, I live in a very good area in London. However, like most areas now, I'm seeing gang culture. And I can remember a few years back, when I used to go outside my front door, it was actually quite intimidating because there were gangs everywhere, and you knew that they were watching you. Now, I had an experience of gangs before when I was in Manila, and that was very, very scary, and I have actually made a video about that. But here, on your own doorstep, I don't know, it made me feel very, very uncomfortable. Fortunately, the police have actually cleared up the problem now, but there was a lot of burglaries in the area. Fortunately, my house has never been burgled, and touch wood, it never is. I've done everything I can to secure my house, so if you're watching this video and you're a burglar, don't even think about trying to come here. I don't want to worry anybody that's thinking about maybe coming to visit the UK or visit London, because, you know, as I said, overall, very, very cool city. We've got lots of you know, really cool stuff in London, and I have actually done a video earlier today which I've already uploaded, all about what I love about London. And, you know, it is really one of my all-time favourite cities from around the world, and I've travelled all around the world, but London's at the top of my list of favourite cities. St Albans is #1, strangely enough, another Roman city, which I've done a video about as well. So anyway, gun crime, knife crime, out the window for me, not good at all. The reason why I think it's on the rise, and from what I've been seeing in the news, is it seems to be because the government's cut back on policing in this country. Now, I remember years ago when you used to be able to see police walking around all the time, and they were very, very friendly. Now, you know, very rarely do you see a policeman. And so I think younger people these days, they seem to think that it's okay to take drugs, go around stabbing people and blowing people's heads off. But it might sound a bit cynical, and I made a little bit of a joke about that, but actually it is quite a serious subject. And you know, people walking around with knives, it seems like there's a lot of people doing it, and the government doesn't really seem to be doing anything about it. There's no police around to crack down on this. And on top of that, what I see quite a lot of is people driving around in their cars smoking drugs, and that's quite worrying, I think. That's the negative side of London, gang culture. But as I said, a lot of positivity as well here. Some other stuff that I don't like about London though is, you know, English people do tend to throw rubbish on the floor. Now, you know, this is not a good look. You know, it's a lovely country to be throwing rubbish around all over the place when the government actually supplies bins everywhere. There's no need for it. So, you know, and I admit in the past I've been guilty of probably dropping some rubbish on the floor when I was much younger, but I don't do it now. I'm an adult, and you know, I realise how damaging it is to the environment. So that's another thing. You know, it sounds like I'm moaning today, but it's actually something else that does concern me about London, and it needs to change. And really, I think the government should step in and sort of, you know, try and help out here. The final moan about London, the final thing that I don't really like, is the weather. Now, you know, London's famous for bad weather really, and I have to say this summer we've actually had an extremely good summer, and in fact the past few summers haven't been too bad. Winter can be quite harsh in London, you know, you get very, very cold weather. Now there's pros and cons to this, because I've travelled around the world, like I said, and I have been to some very hot climates, and so I was quite glad to get back to England and have some colder weather, to be quite honest with you, and there are some plus points to it. But overall, you know, we do have pretty bad weather, and you know, it would be nice to see more of the types of summers that we've had this year. Right, I know I've been moaning a bit today, so I'm sorry about that. I'll be back to my wacky, exciting videos in the future. As I said, I didn't want to put a downer on London, because London is a cool city. However, there are things that I do think that we all need to be aware of, including tourists, when coming to London, because, you know, our knife crime now is higher than New York's, and that is pretty worrying. So come on, government, get on with it and get this country back to where it was. Today's positive shout out goes to Graham Mitchings. So there you go, Graham, you've had your positive shout out. If any of my viewers would like a positive shout out, please leave comments down below requesting one, or you can send me an email. I always say in every video when I do these positive shout outs, I can't guarantee that I'm going to mention everyone, but I will do my best. That's the end of today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm sorry if I've put a bit of a downer on London, but I didn't really mean to. I just felt that there was a video that I wanted to make there about some of the issues that, you know, I don't really like. Let me know what you think. So that's the end of today's video. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.
Hi mortals, I'm Jesus. You can now purchase Gaz Reynolds Presents The G-Log, Album Volume 1 from Apple Music, Spotify, and all major outlets around the world. Includes the massive hits Electronic Kama Sutra, I Only Hear You, and Dark Lady. This is one heavenly experience you won't forget. By the way, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification button so that you can watch every episode of the G-Log religiously.
Out now, Gaz Reynolds' new album, The Wedding Album, as featured on Big Review TV and Radio Harrow. Available at iTunes and all major outlets worldwide.